you know what? I need to go live, and I need to let all my supporters know that that's not true. Miss Nell don't roll like that. Miss Nell ain't playing no side chick for nobody, okay? That's just not how it go. And yeah, she's referring to Tisha K interview with Martell. No, I'm not referring to Tisha K interview with Martell. For those of you who know, I won't call no names and until I address it. Just stay tuned. Some of you.
In today's video, we're taking a close look at one of the most shocking controversies to hit the entertainment world in recent years. What started as rumors and online speculation has now turned into a major story after new information was revealed by Nell Fletcher. According to her, there is much more to the situation than people were led to believe. If you have been following this drama from the beginning, you already know that tensions have been building for a long time. For months, questions have been circulating online, and many people have been waiting for someone to finally speak out. Now, Nell has decided to share what she knows, and her statements have completely changed the conversation surrounding Destiny. Make sure you watch until the end because every new detail adds another piece to the puzzle. By the time we're finished, you may see this entire situation from a very different perspective. For years, Destiny has presented herself as someone who was constantly misunderstood. She often appeared to be the target of criticism and claimed that people were unfairly judging her. Many supporters believed her version of events and defended her whenever controversies appeared online. Because of this image, she gained sympathy from a large audience who felt she was being treated unfairly. However, Nell Fletcher says the story behind the scenes was very different. After watching events unfold from a distance for a long time, she
think the thing with me and her is she get mad when I tell her how I feel. She really dismissed to me how I really felt about the girls' trip. She's male. She don't want to be, nobody tell her how they feel. She don't want to be held accountable. Nell gonna tell Mel how she feel, and she's not used to that. She's used to, I don't know, do girls. I'm with you on everything, and I can't do that anymore.
Decided she could no longer stay silent. While many people encouraged her to speak publicly, she waited until she felt she had enough information to support what she was saying. What makes Nell's claims stand out is that she did not rely only on accusations. She came forward with evidence. According to her, there were screenshots, private messages, voice recordings, and first-hand accounts that painted a completely different picture from the one many people had accepted. When this information was released, the reaction online was immediate. People who had followed the situation closely were stunned. Instead of hearing another opinion, they were looking at material that appeared to directly challenge Destiny's public statements. As more details emerged, many fans began questioning what they thought they knew. Some supporters who had defended Destiny for years started to wonder whether they had been given the full story. The public image she had carefully built suddenly came under intense scrutiny. According to the allegations, Destiny was not simply responding to controversy. Critics claimed she was actively involved in creating some of it. Instead of being only a victim of online drama, they argued that she had played a role in fueling conflicts behind the scenes. One of the most damaging claims involved private conversations that reportedly contradicted statements made in public. Voice recordings and messages allegedly showed Destiny saying things privately that were very different from what she told her audience. As these reports spread across social media, more people began paying attention. The controversy grew even larger when additional individuals started sharing their own experiences. Some former friends and associates claimed they had also been misled. Others said they felt used or manipulated during their relationships with her. Among the most talked about revelations was the suggestion that Destiny intentionally kept certain conflicts alive in order to stay relevant online. Private conversations allegedly showed her speaking negatively about people she publicly described as friends. These claims shocked many viewers because they appeared to conflict with the image she had presented for years. At the same time, accusations surfaced that she had been involved in questionable business decisions and had shared information that was not entirely accurate. Critics argued that she was telling different stories to different people depending on the situation. As a result, trust in her public statements began to decline. Many longtime supporters felt disappointed. Some said they had spent years defending her because they genuinely believed she was being treated unfairly. Now they were being confronted with evidence that seemed to challenge everything they had previously accepted as true. Then came another surprising development. Nell claimed that the issue went beyond a few misleading statements. According to her, there were larger inconsistencies involving Destiny's personal history, relationships, and other details she had shared publicly over the years. Internet users quickly began reviewing old interviews, videos, and social media posts. As they compared past statements, they noticed details that did not always match. Some stories appeared to change over time, leading to even more questions from the public. The online discussion exploded. Every new discovery sparked fresh debates, and thousands of comments appeared across social media platforms. People wanted answers, and many were determined to uncover the truth for themselves. Perhaps the most unexpected moment came when one of Destiny's closest allies reportedly decided to speak out. This individual had supported her through numerous controversies and had remained loyal for years. However, according to reports, they eventually reached a point where they felt they could no longer remain silent. The former friend claimed to have witnessed behavior that raised serious concerns. They alleged that Destiny often played both sides of conflicts, shared personal information about others, and used private knowledge to strengthen her position during disputes. These allegations added even more pressure to an already growing controversy. For many observers, this was seen as the most damaging revelation yet. When criticism comes from strangers, it can often be dismissed. But when it comes from someone who was once a trusted friend, people tend to pay much closer attention. As more evidence and testimonies continued to surface, the situation became increasingly difficult to ignore. What had started as a few accusations had evolved into a major public controversy involving multiple people and countless questions. With all of this happening at once, many people were left wondering the same thing. How would Destiny respond? Would she address the allegations directly, provide explanations for the inconsistencies, or attempt to defend her side of the story? As the pressure continued to grow, the entire online community waited for answers, knowing that whatever happened next could determine how this story would ultimately be remembered. As the allegations continued to spread, Destiny's response quickly became a major topic of discussion. Instead of accepting responsibility, addressing the concerns, or offering a clear explanation, she chose to defend herself and push back against the accusations. According to many observers, Destiny attempted to shift the focus away from the evidence by claiming that Nell was acting out of jealousy. She argued that the entire situation was being driven by personal resentment rather than facts. Rather than discussing the details that had been presented, she focused on questioning Nell's motives. However, that approach did not convince everyone. The problem was that the accusations were not based only on opinions or rumors. Nell had already shared screenshots, voice recordings, messages, and statements from people who claimed to have witnessed what happened firsthand. Because of that, many people felt that simply calling the allegations jealousy was not enough to explain away the growing amount of evidence. As the debate continued online, public opinion began to shift. Some of Destiny's longtime supporters started asking difficult questions. Others who had defended her for years found themselves reconsidering their position. The more Destiny tried to redirect the conversation, the more attention people paid to the claims being made against her. For many viewers, the situation reached a turning point. They felt that the response did not address the concerns directly and instead created even more questions. What was meant to be a defense seemed to fuel the controversy further. Just when it appeared that the situation could not become any more serious, Nell revealed additional details that raised even more concerns. According to her, Destiny had carefully maintained one image in public while behaving very differently behind closed doors. Nell claimed that Destiny often presented herself as kind, supportive, and caring when speaking to her audience. Yet behind the scenes, she allegedly engaged in behavior that contradicted that image. She accused Destiny of manipulating situations, creating conflict and controlling narratives to maintain influence over the people around her. What made these claims especially powerful was that Nell did not rely only on personal stories. She stated that she had evidence to support what she was saying. According to her, the materials included private messages, recorded conversations, and other documentation that appeared to show a pattern of behavior rather than isolated incidents. One of the most talked about aspects of the controversy involved Lance. Nell suggested that even he may not have been fully aware of everything happening around him. Some of the evidence allegedly indicated that Destiny was presenting different versions of events to different people, making it difficult for anyone to understand the complete picture. Despite all of the public attention, Lance himself remained mostly silent. He avoided making major public statements and stayed out of the online arguments. Many people respected that decision, while others wondered whether he was simply taking time to process everything that had been revealed. It is easy to imagine how difficult the situation must be for him. On one side is Nell, someone close to him who has come forward with serious allegations. On the other side is Destiny, a person with whom he reportedly shares a strong personal connection. Being caught in the middle of such a public controversy cannot be easy. As a result, speculation about Lance's future has grown rapidly. Many people are wondering whether he will eventually speak out and share his side of the story. Others are questioning whether the relationship between him and Destiny can survive the pressure created by these allegations. At this point, nobody knows for certain what will happen. Some believe Lance will continue standing by Destiny, while others think the information that has surfaced could cause him to reevaluate everything he thought he knew. Meanwhile, the reaction from Destiny's former supporters continues to be significant. Many people who once defended her are now expressing disappointment. They feel that the image they believed in has been challenged by the evidence that has emerged. As more information becomes public, some supporters are finding it increasingly difficult to ignore the inconsistencies. At the same time, support for Nell has grown stronger. Many people have praised her willingness to speak publicly despite knowing the criticism she might face. Her supporters argue that she took a risk by sharing her experiences and presenting evidence to support her claims. As public